Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today is a pretty good one because I get to check out the world's brightest flashlight, which is the MS18 by Imalent. 100,000 lumens right here. So let's just jump right into this. That's right, this bad boy produces 100,000 lumens of light, and pushing out those 100,000 lumens are 18 second generation American CREE XHP 70s, which also has a max intensity of 458,000 candela. So if you guys can't already tell, this is an absolute beast of a flashlight. The maximum throw is 1,350 meters and has 8 different lighting modes. Everything from low to turbo, the lowest at 700 lumens, turbo at 100,000 lumens. And it really is amazing to have a flashlight this bright and still be able to hold it in your hand. Because having 100,000 lumens in a handheld flashlight didn't even exist 10 years ago. Because even if it did, it wouldn't have existed in this small of a form factor. Even though this is a pretty chunky light, but 100,000 lumens in a light this size is extremely impressive. The body here is made of aerospace grade aluminum, and included is a 32,000 milliamp hour battery pack that uses 8 21700 lithium ion cells, and at the lowest setting has 14 hours of runtime. Everything is controlled by a single side switch, and it also has a small OLED display right here, which conveniently shows the mode you're in by the lumen output. So if you're hoping for a tail switch here, you're just not going to get it, because in the back here is where you plug in the AC adapter. Plus, I don't even know how that would work considering the size of this flashlight here. Also, the MS18 has an impact resistance of 1.5 meters, and it has an IP rating of 56. Which means it's not completely dust-proof, and also means it's not submersible, so the 6 means that it can withstand high-powered water jets from every angle. So in real-life terms, it just means it's rain-proof. Alright, so now let's talk about this beast for a second before I take it outside and show you what this thing can really do. So let's give you guys a look right down the barrel here at those 18 CREE XHP 70 second generation LEDs, and wow. So these are very powerful LEDs. Obviously, if 18 of them can produce up to 100,000 lumens. So getting a little closer, actually, that looks pretty cool. Almost looks like a kaleidoscope. Check that out. And it does have somewhat of a crenellated bezel right here. It's not too aggressive, as you can see, but even that is appreciated. Now right here, you'll see that single side switch. And right above that, we have that OLED display. And if you guys are wondering what this is right here, that's just an attachment point for the shoulder strap. I'm gonna leave the shoulder strap off of here because I don't feel like it's that heavy. It's completely manageable just by holding it. And if I slowly rotate the head here, you can see all those intake ports. There's actually an inlet and an outlet for the fan here. Now, I don't know much about the copper heatsink that they have inside, but I'll pop up an illustration right here from the website. And you can see how complicated the cooling system is in the MS18. And it almost has to be, because believe me, this head gets extremely hot as soon as you turn on that turbo. So this little warning symbol right here was not lying to you. I actually just burned myself right there. It's still not fully cooled down. And I just realized that I lied to you, because I did say that there was 8 modes, and technically there are 9. That's right, the 9th mode is strobe, so I kind of forgot about that. And speaking of those modes, let's just quickly look at the graph that shows lumens and runtime here. So you can see the 8 different modes here minus strobe, ranging from low all the way to turbo. Now I'm not going to go over all of these, I'm just going to go over the low, the high 3, and turbo. So you can see low is 700 lumens and has a runtime of 14 hours and 52 minutes. And then check out high 3 here, 60,000 lumens that runs for 70 seconds. And then it has a step down to 25,000 lumens, and that'll run for 55 minutes. And then we have our maximum 100,000 lumen turbo, and that'll run for 60 seconds, but then it'll step down to 25,000 lumens, and that'll run for 52 minutes. And I really like what they do here by being somewhat transparent, because other companies will show their turbo runtime at 2 to 3 hours when clearly it's with turbo and the step down combined. So I really like that they show you that, yeah, this might run for about 60 seconds, but then step down to about 52 minutes at 25,000 lumens. Now, I'm not saying that 60 seconds is accurate. I'm going to test that very shortly. But still, I applaud Imalent for at least showing the 60 seconds and not, what is it, 53 minutes of 100,000 lumens. And the UI here is very similar to what you might find in an OLED. So it has a single press on and a single press off. And if you want to cycle through the modes, you have to press it on with a single press and then hold down the button here, and you can see it's cycling through. Oh my goodness. Okay, right there. There's our low at 700 lumens. Now there are a couple other special button presses here. So with a flashlight with 100,000 lumens, you're gonna want a lockout mode. So to get to lockout mode, you have to quickly press the button 5 times to lock it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the lock. Unlock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are unlocked. And if you press it 4 times, it'll activate the fan inside. So if you feel like the head is too hot and want to give it a little bit of a cool down with the fan, press it 4 times. There's our fan. And you can see this sucker is loud. It reminds me of my PC cooling system. And if you want to turn that off, you just press it once. Yeah, there we go, 1 time off. And also if you hold down this side switch for a couple seconds, little LED will illuminate right above the switch there. And then of course to turn it off, just hold it back down for 2 seconds, turns right off. That's a nice touch. And as you notice, you didn't see the 100,000 lumen turbo in the modes because you have to press the button twice to reach turbo. So if I press it twice, oh my God, 100,000 lumens right there. Now if I press it again twice, it'll go to strobe. Oh my God, that's bad. All right, turn it right off. And yeah, this sucker is already hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a heat test right now just to see how hot this head gets at 100,000 lumens. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna let this run for about a minute because that's about the maximum amount of time Imalent says that we have our 100,000 lumens for. Because I figured that's about as hot as this head is gonna get. Then after that 1 minute is done, I'll take its temperature here. And then within that minute, I'll be able to see if there's any step down prior to that 60 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this because I'm actually afraid I'm gonna scorch my desk here. So I'll hold it away from the camera and then start the timer. Try to do this at the same time and go. Oh, God. Okay, so there's 1 minute. Let me take the temperature right at the head here. It's saying 137.3, which isn't that bad, and right where I'm holding it is about, let me do that again. Yeah, about 100.9 degrees. Let me do the head again here. Woo! Yeah, it's actually getting hotter. 147.7. So yeah, this is very, very hot. And yeah, I can't even touch this for a couple seconds at a time with my bare hands. But that's to be expected, being 100,000 lumens coming out of there. And actually, while I was holding this, I did see a step down right around 50 seconds. But in the editor, I'll be able to scrub through it really fast and see exactly when it started to step down. Now it's time for the fun stuff. I'm gonna take this bad boy out to my local park and show you guys exactly what 100,000 lumens looks like. Actually just burned myself right there. It's still not fully cooled down. This part right here is extremely hot. Let me see what that is coming in at right there. Wow. Wow, it's continuing to get hotter. It's 156.5 if you guys can see right there. 156.5, it's getting hotter than what it was when I still had it going at 100,000 lumens. That's insane. I mean, let me see if I can show you guys. That little red mark, focus. That little red mark right there, I just did that on the head of this flashlight. So call me stupid or whatever, I just wasn't expecting it to be that hot still after about a minute and a half of not running this on turbo. But regardless, let's take this outside and check out some beam shots. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Imalent MS18 100,000 lumen flashlight? I mean, it's a beast, plain and simple. I'm not really sure what else I can say about this thing. So if you've always wanted the world's brightest flashlight and have $700 burning a hole in your pocket, you might want to check this thing out. And if you do, I'll have links below in my description box. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!